Johanna tried to cross to the settee. "Don't touch him!" the mother yelled despairingly. "Don't touch my little boy!" "We're sure," the man said. "Then I think," Johanna began. She should not think anything. Not think. Simply observe. The stepladder under a bare ceiling. No lamp up there, no hook, nothing to be righted or repaired. An out-of-place high stepladder in a large, stylish, extremely tidy living room where the dining table at the far end was all decked out for a party. Flowers everywhere. Wild flowers and garden roses in similar glass vases, and small posies between the place settings on the table. Outside the picture windows, the dull grey clouds hung low in the sky. Far below, in the city centre, Johanna could, however, make out a rising column of smoke, darker grey against the backdrop of the fjord in the far distance. A living room decorated for a party. A blue torch, she noticed, beside one leg of the stepladder, a dark blue, large torch with Lightning McQueen painted on its side. A heap of old crayons. Well-used, grubby wax crayons piled up on the floor. A dead boy. The torch shed a beam of light. Without entirely knowing why, Johanna stole a glance at the clock. It showed 15:28, and it was Friday the 22nd of July, 2011. "I must phone the police," she said softly. "The police?" the woman whispered hoarsely. "What can the police do for my boy?" "It's just that it has to be done," Johanna mumbled tonelessly. "I think that would be best." The truth was that she had no idea what else she could do. Through the open veranda door she could hear sirens in the distance. Lots of them. They seemed to be everywhere. This was her fourth attempt. Johanna could not understand why the emergency number lacked sufficient staff to cope with a quiet Friday in the summer holidays. "Police emergency, what do you want to report?" At last. "Hello, my name's Johanne Vik." A momentary hesitation. "What's it about?" the woman at the other end of the line asked briskly. "A death. A boy aged 8 who, in the government quarter, where?" The woman on the line seemed agitated. "Do you see anyone from the rescue services anywhere nearby?" she shouted. "No, the government quarter? I'm in Grefsen. At the house. I'm at my friend's house and—" "In Grefsen?" "Yes. Whereabouts?" "They live in Gladsvai." "Professor Dalsvai?" "No, that's not even in Grefsen." Johanna had gone down to the spacious hallway to make the call. Now she regretted that. The parents should not be left alone with the child. Should not be left alone at all. Slowly, as if doing something she really shouldn't, she crept upstairs to the living room and dropped her voice. "I said Gladsvai. Glad. Gladsvai in Grefsen. A child has... There's a dead child here. It looks like an accident, but..." The call was cut off. "Hello?" Johanna said. No reply. In the days that followed, Johanna often marvelled that she had actually been able to stand being there. Several times she had been obliged to leave the couple with the dead child on their own in the living room. The nausea that had overwhelmed her continually forced her out to the guest bathroom, accessed from the hallway. The first time she had to thrust 2 fingers all the way down to where she could feel her tongue rough and hard. Then sour bile and the remains of a hurried lunch spewed out automatically each time she leaned over the toilet bowl. The acid aftertaste was impossible to swallow, and the scent of jasmine no longer pervaded the bathroom. The man and woman who had just lost their only child had sat down together on the settee. The boy was still stretched out on her lap. The father was permitted to place his arm round his wife.